look what arrived yesterday. We have a visitor. As you know, that little guy is on mine there. And this one arrived from Alaska, from a tour from Alaska. Arrived at our house yesterday evening. And the owner is with me. His name is Peter, and he will give us a tour of this beautiful rig. And that is Peter. Hello, Peter.
Hi there.
Hey. Peter, I would ask you to tell us a little bit more about your base truck. What do we have here? Brand is clear, yeah, it's an MAN, but tell us more about the truck.
Okay, it's a MAN chassis that is built for military and fire truck. So it's a little bit different than a normal truck in Europe. But the chassis itself, or the body, is this European style. It doesn't have a hood. The engine is under. We are sitting on top of the engine. It's a 6-cylinder straight, 12 liters, with 540 horsepower, 2,600 Newton meters. That's about, I think, 2,000 foot torque. The chassis itself can handle 33 tons, and it can pull about 150 tons. As a camper, it's perfect.
I see, okay. Do you know the overall weight of this rig, the way it is right now?
Full filled up, I would say 18 tons, metric tons.
18 metric tons, yeah.
So,
okay.
but it's easy for that chassis because it's 6x6 and it can handle 33 tons, so it's still pretty easy for the truck.
I see. And you said it was a 6x6, right?
6x6, yeah.
Wow, cool. Okay, do you mind giving us a little tour around the truck? And we may start here at the front.
Yeah,
looking
as you can see, I have a US brand born hydraulic winch. It's a Series 30, so it's capable of about pulling 15 metric tons.
Oh, wow.
I used it only one time for me. That was when I've been in a little desert in Russia. If you have to stop in the sand, it's bad.
Oh, I see.
You're done.
Yeah.
And all the other pullings, I pulled out several other guys.
Other people, yeah. Impressive is the lighting on the truck. When Peter arrived yesterday, he flashed his light bar at the top, and I almost get blinded. It's like you're looking into a welding light.
The normal lights are really not so good. They are nice, but if it's raining and the street is sucking in the light, so you need some extra. Mm-hmm. Also, I have those one. They are going to the sides, so I can switch the sides, and that's pretty good when you drive here in Canada. I can just make the side bright, that I can see the animal and the wildlife earlier, and don't blind the other cars. Will not get blind. So
that makes sense. Yeah,
it makes sense, and it helped me a lot when we came down the Dempster or what we drove the last few months.
Cool. All right. Okay, I want to continue to the sides. So I would say we check the driving cab out later, afterwards.
Yeah, we can.
So we have quite a few hatches. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
You see, I have a lot of storage, nearly everything. That's my table and stuff that is long and not thick. You can see one of the diesel tanks. That's a 400 liter. On the other side, I have a 600 liter.
Oh, you got 1,000 liters.
So I have 1,000 liters, and that's I have a little because I can tell you in metric, but not in imperial. So it's 270 gallons.
Wow.
And that takes me something between 3,000 and 4,000 kilometers. So that's maybe 2,500 miles.
We have to do the math, but you're probably not far off. Yeah.
So
okay.
I have several storage openings.
3,000 kilometers with one fuel.
This is my compartment for the tools and everything.
Yeah.
And actually, this is the back side of the kitchen.
I see some electrical parts there.
Yeah.
Like
those are the chargers, the two that charge from the back batteries to the truck batteries, and the one is charging from the front battery, so I can charge either way.
So your alternator is charging the Habitat batteries?
I have actually I have two alternators, one from the truck that's doing the truck batteries, and a second one that charges my batteries in the back.
Ah, okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
And then you can also charge the other way around from your
Yeah.
solar system into your starter battery.
Yeah.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, this is that's master volt. So I have the master volt system. That's from yachts. It's boat stuff, and it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So if that system recognizes that the starter batteries from the truck
Yeah.
go low,
Yeah.
they will take some power from the
From the
living
solar
co-
system then.
From the solar system.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an outside shower, and this is my, I say, disposal area. So okay, that's the backside of the washer.
Yeah.
But down here I have pumps. So I'm not getting rid of gray and black water, just let it go out. I pump it out with an accelerator or with a accelerator pump.
Uh-huh.
So it's only water and it's pretty easy. I have it only a little, that's my opening.
Yeah. That's the only opening for both tanks, or for
Yeah.
black and
Yeah.
and gray?
It's the only opening for both
Uh-huh.
because it's only water, because it's accelerated 2 times.
Uh-huh.
And I can also, you see a lot of changings that I made through the travel.
Yeah.
So I can use the gray water and flush it to the toilet system, to the black water tank,
Yeah.
and clean it out
Yeah.
with the gray water.
Yeah.
Also, I have a separate wastewater tank for the shower. That's separate.
Uh-huh.
And I use that water from the shower to flush the toilet.
Yeah.
And then everything, the system, I will use the water as often as I can.
This is very efficient.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it is efficient. I have about 650 liters. That's in gallons. I had it somewhere. 175 gallons of fresh water.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And the same amount in wastewater.
Mhm.
Because when you go in Australia, for example, you must have the same capacity in fresh water than in gray and black water.
Oh, that's regulation there?
That's the regulation.
Ah.
Otherwise, you are not self-contained
Uh-huh.
and you can't stay outside. On every door nearly, I have some tools, as you can see.
Oh, quick about the tires. Yeah, like you have the 14
0, 0,
00
R20.
R20. So
Yeah.
you have a central inflating system?
Yeah,
or
this,
deflating
this
system?
type, that's the only thing that MAN has. Even Mercedes doesn't have that.
Uh-huh.
Those are special axles. I have wider axles in the back.
Mm-hmm.
They are wider, so I have the same wheels all over.
Oh, I
Because
see.
normally in the back from a truck, when they have a dually,
Yeah.
the axles are not so wide, and you have to switch this tire.
That's what I have.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's
yeah.
that's
you have to
because
turn them around.
Yeah, Mercedes doesn't have that.
Uh-huh.
It's only MAN.
Do they have a beadlock system in it?
Yeah, that's a Hutchington beadlock.
Ah.
And that was the problem. Normally, MAN delivers the truck with steel rims. They are way heavier.
Yeah.
With that system to inflate, the system doesn't fit on Hutchington.
I see. Okay.
So I did that by myself.
For those who don't know what a beadlock system is, basically there's a system in it, a locking system, which presses the tire on the inside against the rim. Is that correct, Peter?
Yeah, it's a steel.
So that allows you to go really, really low with
Yeah.
your tire pressure.
Yeah.
Right.
I can drive with 0. If you are in sand, you can drive with 0 air,
With actually a flat.
flat tire.
Yeah.
And you can still drive because the tire will not jump off the rim.
Exactly, because of this beadlock system.
And also I had it twice. When you have problems with the tire, I had one exploded tire in Africa. I think because of the heat.
Mm-hmm.
So the completely side exploded off.
Oh,
And the good thing with the beadlocks, there is always a rest, a little leftover, because it's compressed in the rim, and that allows you to go on driving.
oh, you can run it home
Yeah.
or to a better
maybe I
spot.
wouldn't go home, but
No,
yeah.
well, to a better spot where
To
you
a
can
better
change
spot
it.
where you can
yeah,
change it.
yeah, makes sense. Totally makes sense.
Yeah. As you can see, several storages.
Yeah.
Yeah, there I have my chainsaws because sometimes.
Well, I can imagine that you sometimes need to clear some branches.
Yeah, you can see the scratches.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, they belong there. They belong there,
yeah.
right?
Storage all over.
That's a big door.
Storage.
Yeah.
And I have those pull-outs. I will show you on the other side.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
That's one of the questions the most people ask. How do you get down the tiles?
Yeah.
So what do you think?
What I'm thinking?
No. Well,
Oh, what the people think?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I mean, I'm not familiar with the system either, but I see here a locking part,
Yeah.
which you can unlock and then probably lower it down
With the winch.
with the winch. And where is the winch?
Yeah. It's up here.
Oh, the winch is up there, yeah, between the tires. Right there, in between there. Oh, we have the technology. Give me a sec. Right there. There is the winch. Yeah.
So I can lower the whole thing with the winch all the way down to the surface, to the floor, and then I can unhook it. Then the hook is here, and
Yeah.
I can unhook it and winch down the tires or
Right.
winch them back up.
Right. So I see you have the two tires. You have one on rim and one just the carcass.
Yeah, just the tire.
Yeah, well, makes sense.
Yeah.
And then two e-bikes, and even this down here is flippable. So you could potentially load another bike.
Yeah, normally we have two dirt bikes. So I changed the tires in Calgary on the way up. And yeah, I'm missing my bikes, but yeah, you can't have everything.
Yeah. And you have another winch here.
Yeah, you see the under winch.
Yeah.
And this is that we have to have by the technical inspection in Europe. And I can completely put this up.
We have to have it too.
Yeah.
Here in Canada,
Yeah.
it's mandatory to have a crash bar in the back. Lots of lights here, kind of work lights.
Yeah.
If
You
you
have to see something when you have to back up.
in the dark, yeah.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
to.
and actually the.
Oh, and I see a camera. You got a camera here.
Yeah, camera also.
Is that your backup camera?
Yeah. So I have a kind of a 4-camera system,
Oh yeah.
and the screen is in the sleeping compartment, so I can see in the night when someone surrounds the truck. I can.
So that's a surveillance camera.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Good. I'm curious to hear what you have in here.
This.
Yeah. I saw it when I walked by from the other side here.
Those are air cushions.
Air cushions.
Yeah, you need them when you have a flat tire and the rim is totally down, or in sand. If you have a flat tire in sand, or you have to change the tires in sand, or you can just lift the whole truck out of the sand. So you put those, maybe 2, under the axle,
Yeah.
and with the air of the truck, I pump it up. They can handle 40 tons.
40 tons.
Yeah. So with about 8 bar, they lift 40 tons, so I can lift me up completely.
That's incredible.
It's a good system to lift it up, everything.
What a genius idea, lift cushions. You know, like it makes totally sense. If you have sand, you can't set up a jack,
No.
so you have to have something that
Yeah.
distributes the weight
Yeah,
on a
yeah.
bigger scale. Yeah,
And yeah, I have some lumber over there.
for
I
leveling.
always put some lumber between the cushions and the axle.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, very good.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take much space away.
No.
It's awesome.
So this is kind of the loading, all our stuff that we need. It's a little bit secured.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you can just.
Oh, it's easy. But you need a ladder to get to it, don't
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
That's here.
Because I'm over. Oh, here's the ladder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can
And,
see Peter is. Peter, how tall are you?
180.
180,
I think 5'10".
You're not a small man, so
Yeah.
180. Look, and he can even watch into the first box.
Look in here. That's the electric system. That's all from yachts. That's Mastervolt.
Ah, yeah.
So you see the converter, the solar charger for batteries.
Yeah. In the back there, yeah. Okay. So solar, we can't see it on the roof, but how much solar panel wise, how much watt peak do you have on the
I
roof?
have 6 panels, and each panel is about, I think, can't remember. I think 210 or 240. I'm not really sure.
Okay. So that means you have about 12 to 1300
Yeah, something
watt
like
peak
this.
on the
Yeah,
roof?
yeah.
Okay.
On a normal day, it's not a problem. Even when it's cloudy, it's charging. But I must say, when I'm steady somewhere, maybe 4, 5, 6 days
Yeah.
without sun, then that's my limit.
Yeah.
Then the batteries go down.
And your battery bank is how big?
4 times 200 amp hours, so it's 4 times 5,000 watt hours.
Holy.
In 24 volts, that's enough.
In 24 volts. So
Yeah.
you get 800 amp hours
Yeah,
in 24 volt. That's massive.
that's massive. Yeah.
Do you have anything on in the rig what needs so much power?
Inside,
you equipment power?
inside everything is electric.
Ah, okay, okay, makes sense. We
Yeah.
see that later then. That's
Yeah.
cool, very cool. And your system is made for 230 volt.
Both. I have a converter, or actually two converters, that produce 240 volts, maximum 7,000 watts,
Yeah,
and I have one converter that converts from 24 to 120
yeah.
that can do 2,000 watts.
7,500 watts.
That's enough.
You can weld. With holy smokes. Okay, very good, very good. That is so
And
interesting.
another storage. That's also the backside of cupboards, and yeah, I have a cooler box, a second cooler box here.
Ah, yeah, okay, cooler box.
And actually, yeah, everywhere are tools.
Yeah, yeah, of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
And here I just do.
There you go, the magic. The magic has happened.
So inside that stairs, I have my towing equipment.
Uh-huh. Look at this. Nice. Very
So
nice.
I can do it with that key also. And
Switch
okay,
the
we're
trigger.
going on to the front.
There's nice.
That's the opposite side of the disposal area. That's the freshwater area. So this is that's the way I fill my water.
Yeah.
Pull that out, and then I can walk around.
Yeah. A retractable hose, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. How long is the hose?
15 meters.
15 meters, so 45 feet roughly.
Yeah. So that's enough to fill, and as you can
50
see,
feet.
yeah, I have.
That is a very interesting
spare parts.
compartment.
Yeah, that's when I fill the water runs first through the three filters.
Yeah, okay.
Active coal and nano and all the stuff that they sell now for cleaning water.
Uh-huh.
And back here is a UV filter. And
Oh, yeah, yeah.
you see.
Yeah, this one here.
Yeah. And I can switch everything, that I can refilter everything a second time between the tanks. I have two tanks, so I can, if I think the water is not clean enough, I just pump it through another time.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you need this? And so where you don't have a good source for water?
No, sometimes we've been in Russia already, and in the northern parts of Africa, and sometimes you don't know how good the water is. And, and sometimes in Russia, for example, we pumped it out of a river, and then you clean it, and then it's fine.
But here in North America, you don't need it.
No.
Okay, yeah.
No.
Where are the tanks actually? The water tank?
Now you can see one behind.
Ah, the white one there. Yeah, it's a little hidden.
The distance that you see in the front of the tanks is the heating system. So we heat up our houses with a water system through radiators, and I have the same in here.
So hot water
Hot
radiators.
water. So I can, hot water radiators. So
Uh-huh.
I have a heat exchanger down here. So when I drive, the heat from the engine goes through the heat exchanger and goes in here.
Yeah.
And then I can, with some switches, I can choose to let the heat or the hot water run only through the water boiler,
Uh-huh.
the water heater, or the radiators, the water radiators in the truck. That depends. If it's cold, then I heat up. So normally when we stop somewhere, the compartment is already heated up. So
Yeah.
I don't have to heat it up with diesel or
The
with
diesel heater, yeah.
And this is when I be somewhere steady, I can heat up the same system when the engine is cold with that heater. So that's a water
Oh, you
heater.
pre-warm the engine then with that
Also,
system?
yeah.
Ah,
Also.
cool. Yeah, it's in the wintertime it's pretty
You need some.
critical to get your oil warm, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. If I'm not mistaken, this is then the 600 liter diesel tank
Yeah,
here.
that's the main tank that comes with the truck when you buy the chassis.
Ah, that's the original one.
That's the original one. You can choose when you order the truck. You can choose everything.
Uh-huh.
You can also choose the second tank, but because I did everything by myself. I just choose the one and I added the other one later because I didn't know where I want to put everything.
Just a second, Peter. You said you did everything by yourself. Does that
Yeah.
mean you built this yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So, just to be clear, you ordered this truck the way you wanted it, the
Yeah.
configuration,
Yeah.
and then you ordered a
Empty
habitat,
box.
an empty shell, basically.
Yeah, I made the drawings and then they produced, a friend of mine produced the box, just the empty box. So the box came
Yeah.
only with the door.
Only with the door.
Yeah, they need one opening because they can't build it without going in.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
and then I had it in my workshop and then I started to cut
So-
out the first window, second window, and I had no other openings in the beginning
Uh huh.
because I was not really sure how it will be inside.
Yeah.
So when we decided how it will be inside,
Yeah.
then we added all the
I see. So,
openings.
for example, these I like those handles on there. Here, what from who are they?
that's a manufacturer in Netherlands.
Oh, outbound.
Outbound.
Outbound?
It's outbound.
But this is not outbound windows.
No, I have KCT. Windows.
KCT.
Pretty good.
KCT, they are well known here as well
They
in
are
North America.
pretty expensive, but they are. Yeah, I would say in Europe they are the best.
Okay, that blue cap there, that is new to me.
Yeah, that's to keep the environment better. That's we say DEF here in the US or in Canada. They say DEF. In Europe they say AdBlue.
I add blue, okay.
Yeah, so that's for the diesel engines to keep them clear. They made testings that when you are in a big city,
Yeah.
the air that's going in the truck is more polluted than the air coming out of the exhaust.
Just because I'm filming you now, I see here this advertisement, Abenteuer Allrad. Remember, folks, I recommended that show in one of my videos to go there. It's a show in Germany, and it's very, very good, you know. Like, and I just heard the rumor that you were involved in somehow, yeah, or
Yeah, the owner of the show is a very, very good friend of us,
oh,
female
okay,
owner, and she's doing that for several years. And we had this year, I always fly back to help. This year we had the 25th of the exhibition, and it's, I would say, the biggest in Europe. And it's
Yeah.
really worth also just look on the website.
yeah.
You see all the exhibition vehicles
Yeah.
that they build and the different companies, and it's pretty interesting.
I recommended that in one of my videos, and I also told people that there's a huge parking lot, and you will be able to find some used good rigs there.
Oh, yeah,
you know,
we-
people selling those.
This time, actually, in the beginning, it was one campground. It was Camp 1. Right now, last year, we had to open Camp 5.
Oh,
So
really?
I can't tell you how many. We had about 60,000 people, 60,000 visitors,
60,000.
60,000 on the exhibition.
Yeah.
And I would say another 30,000 don't visit the exhibition anymore. They just go on the campground.
Oh, I see. So this is a meet and greet,
Yeah,
basically.
it's
then.
kind of a meet, and that's kind of a fun thing for many people. They
Yeah.
meet there, and,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, Abenteuer Allrad is really recommended as a show to be there. Peter, you said this is an older truck. For me, that thing looks brand new, but how old is the truck? What year is it?
okay, the truck is 18.
One thing is right behind you, and that is looking at me, and that's the purple cylinders there. It looks like race suspensions or something like that.
Yeah,
know?
actually it is. It is.
It is?
Reiger is the main deliverer for shock absorbers for all the rallies. When you look on the rally Paris-Dakar,
Uh-huh.
I would say the first 20,
Yeah.
first 20 in rank, all have Reiger.
Oh, you can see here the crawl through. There is the boot. I recently did a video about mine. So, what do you think? You should check out the driving
Yeah,
cab?
I go on my side.
Yeah, okay. Holy smokes! Nice and clean in here. Very nice. Cool.
Yeah, it's the most people in US or in Canada think it's hard to drive, but it's
Is that
Actually,
pneumatic?
Yeah.
You flip the steering wheel pneumatic?
Yeah, when you step out, okay, I have not the size of maybe some truckers, but yeah, it's easier, so you can adjust it in every position. You see up and down, and then it will be
the same
just-
on a not pneumatic, but you can adjust it on a normal regular car
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Good.
I think we forgot the keys outside in one of the boxes. Without the key, it's nothing possible.
Peter, you're saying MAN. So what does it actually mean, MAN?
It means Maschinenfabrik. That means machine factory.
Uh-huh.
Augsburg is a city, and Nuremberg. That's the cities where they started. Now they are the big factories in Munich.
This is a lot of switches here.
Yeah, I have marked the most switches. Those are all my lights in the front there, and this is my system where I can adjust. That's my, we call Wärmetauscher. That's the heat exchanger between the truck and the living compartment.
Mm-hmm.
So when I switch this on while driving, the heat from the trucks goes to the back to heat up the water
That's
and
what
to
you
heat up
mentioned.
the cabin.
Yeah. Okay.
And here, that's the boiler, that's the heat exchange, also the water heater, and that's the heating. The winches,
The winches,
hydraulics from the engine, winches, and this is the reduction, gear reduction.
Right.
And this is one of the, it's pretty seldom, it's a stick shift.
Oh,
As you can see, all the trucks since years in Germany are all automatic.
Mm-hmm.
But I said I do want to have a stick, and they produce the stick.
I like it too. I just like it.
Yeah, it's better in being off-road, and I'm way faster when I need to change the gears. I have 4 reverse and 32 gear.
32 gears.
Yeah, if I have 16.
Let's see.
Yeah, I have 8.
You got 8 regular gears.
Yeah, and then
the
each
reverse.
one a half with this.
Okay.
So I have 16 when I drive normally.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can reduce the box, the gearbox, and then I have another 16 that are lower than the first 16.
Have you ever used it?
Oh yeah, when you go up on a steep hill, I use the reduction, and then I maybe go up the hill in the 7s of the small reducted gears, and I can switch the gears better
Ah, I see. Okay.
and keep it in a good RPM. So
Okay. I thought it would be more for a really difficult terrain.
yeah, it is. When the terrain is difficult or steep hills, you use the reduction gearbox. So up here, some more switches for lights, and this is actually the tire inflation system. So I can change the air pressure in the tires while driving, and
Yeah.
you see that's normal, that's gravel,
Yeah.
a little bit more gravel,
Yeah.
and then sand.
Yeah. Okay. And you got a nice skylight here.
Yeah, but I
Or-
don't use that because
or an
it's
opening?
air conditioned and everything, and I have a roof rack up there, so I can't open it anyway.
Oh, it's covered by the roof rack.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw some boxes up there. You carry chains and stuff. Snow chains.
Chains are in the back,
Uh-huh.
not up there because you can't get them up there. They are too heavy.
Too heavy, eh?
I have them in the back,
uh-huh.
but we have the stuff. For example, in summer the winter clothes are up here, and
Uh-huh.
in winter the summer clothes are up there.
Oh, I see. You're storing
So-
them up there.
Yeah.
So obviously you're just traveling with 2, right?
Yeah.
You have no
Yeah.
pet or anything.
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
not yet.
So that's the crawl through, pass through.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And this is normally the space for the bed. Normally the truckies have a bed here,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and I have two
Storage-
cupboards for
storage,
storage, of the
storage
stuff
stuff,
that
yeah.
you need when you drive.
I've seen at YouTube that this is a cooler or something, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It is, eh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is the thing I was thinking about putting it in, but more wires,
Yeah, and the
more
trash.
trash can.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and you for cleaning.
Oh yeah, pressure. Yeah. You don't have a CB radio?
I have it. It's still in the box. It should be here.
Well, you have one.
I have one. One day, and I have a CB and a 2 meter.
Uh-huh.
So the 2 meter is for long range.
Yeah.
But I have handhelds. But
Yeah.
I will put it in there.
Okay. Question: navigation. How do you navigate? With cell phone or with another device?
No, I have this Garmin
Garmin.
Yeah, I have another Garmin, and I have a good co-pilot, my wife.
Uh-huh.
She's pretty good also, because also she was 17 years in a rally organization.
Oh,
So
she knows.
she's pretty fine in navigation. So we are a perfect team.
good. That is very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does Garmin tells you the roads you can go, or I'm talking about heights? And,
Yeah,
you know.
I can type in different styles, as you can see here, heights and weight and everything, and then it tells me if there's something not okay.
Very nice. It's very comfortable here, and you sit so high above the street. This is incredible. Yeah. So, what do you think? You want to check out the living quarter?
If you want,
Oh yeah,
you see the privacy.
I'm looking forward to it. Let's check it out. Oh, the door, nice door. But I can see three locking parts on the door. Nice and sturdy.
Come in and look out.
Come in and look out. Yeah. Nice. There's a seating area here to my right. It's an L shape. It's kind of unusual, eh?
It is pretty unusual.
But I haven't seen it often, an L shape kind of thing, because most people are sitting across from each other, or they have the U shape kind of.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, that's the most. But the U shape, I say, is too much room for two, and the opposite seating is not nice because we can lay down like on a sofa, and we have the TV there.
Oh, okay.
So,
I show that in a moment.
yeah, so we decided to do it a little bit different. This is a good oak. We cut the oak, cut the boards, and glued them together. So that's the opposite of the modern IKEA kitchen. So
What?
the furniture is all IKEA.
IKEA?
So it's all kitchen furniture from IKEA that I remodeled. You know, I added the push locks.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this all IKEA, and it works like at home.
That's cool.
Yeah, when you... And there I put two. They
Yeah.
are more secure.
Yeah, because it's
And
white.
everything is IKEA.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's a simple way to do it, right? But effective.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that these sizes they fit in here.
Yeah, some of them, from the beginning, everything is IKEA. IKEA, this is all, and the last doors had to be cut.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Also this one, because this is a little shorter than the normal measurement. But
Yeah.
I just cut it.
Well, but this is an incredible long kitchen here. It starts basically here to my left, and it goes all the way to the back there. So if you would tell us what you have here, you know, like, I mean, this is plenty of workspace here.
Yeah, you know, I
counter.
have kind of those.
Oh,
For the spices.
the pull-out pantry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is an IKEA convection oven, 240 volts, and that's a normal household Bosch induction.
Oh, induction cooktop.
Yeah, because we decided not to have propane inside. I have only propane outside,
Yeah. Okay.
on the outside kitchen.
Oh, we must have missed it. The outdoor
maybe we
kitchen.
missed something in the outside.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that would be neat to see.
I have the normal water system, and then I have one water system for drinking water that is cleaned one time more.
And that's what you said. You run it twice through the filter
Yeah,
system.
but this always has two filters just before the faucet,
Oh, it's underneath in that.
underneath in there.
I see. Okay.
Because this is the water for drinking, and that's the normal water. Yeah, that's a
Hood
how's
fan.
it called?
Hood fan.
A hood fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. This is 12 volts. That's from camping stuff. The only cabinets that I built by myself is this side, because it was too hard and too much work to change the IKEA ones.
Yeah.
So I built them by myself completely. And
Yeah.
you can see that's a little bit, so I have a little bit different colors.
This is why they are not glossy white.
Yeah.
Okay.
So also
Nice.
I this is normal fiberglass wallpaper, because I didn't like that cooling house interior that the normal boxes have. When you buy a box for a camper, the inside is all white and looks like a a meat cooling house.
A meat cooler.
Yeah, and I didn't like that, so fiberglass
Wallpaper?
wallpaper.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we painted just normal, just like in an apartment or. And
Yeah.
then you can see this is silver, and that's we call it D-bond.
Yeah, here it's called alucobond.
Alucobond. That's two sides aluminum, and in the inner side it's vinyl.
Yeah.
And they have different styles, and you can later see I have in the shower one wall that is yellow, and in the bathroom one is black. So
Yeah.
to make it a little bit different and make it a little bit unique.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah. So this looks to me like a household fridge.
Actually, it looks like a household fridge, but it's a little company in Munich, Germany, Kissmann.
Oh.
He produce only cooling boxes for
I didn't
campers.
see that.
Campers, boats, all that moving stuff. So you can order it in any way, in 12 volts, in 24 volts, in 120, in 240. So you can order it like you want to have it. They have different sizes and everything. And this one can 24 volts, and it's running on 24 volts since I bought it.
Oh.
Since 18. And I never had it on 240, but it can. So,
Okay, yeah. So you run it on 24 and it works fine?
Yeah.
Even the freezer?
Even the freezer.
Nice.
The freezer is perfect.
Very
It's
nice.
Really, we are here in the North America. We're missing bread, German bread. So always when I get to a German bakery where they have good bread, I buy a bunch.
Yeah.
And put it in the freezer.
And put it in the freezer. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then here.
Yeah,
we
we have one gimmick. We like good coffee, so we have a real Italian coffee maker
Nice.
with a grinder. So it's
Espresso machine.
espresso machine.
Nice.
Yeah, and this is a little Bosch dishwasher, and it uses a few liters. I can't tell you how much. I can't remember, but
But your sink is pretty small. know?
good. It's something in here. So
Yeah, but still,
Yeah.
it's a fairly small sink.
Yeah.
Not huge.
Yeah.
So that can't be really much, maybe 10, 12 liter. And then you got more storage underneath.
Yeah, for the
Oh no! Oh yeah, we saw
For
it from the
dirty-
back side.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
you saw
washer.
it from the back side. That's a washer dryer.
Washer dryer.
Yeah, it can dry also, but we normally just wash and hang it outside
Air dry then. Yeah.
because it's too much energy. And
And I see your entertainment system there, sticking out.
yeah, you can pull it out and turn it, and then when we are laying on the sofa,
Yeah.
we can watch some TV.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's why the launcher. That's why the L shape. That makes sense now. Yeah. So what are you watching there? Like some of your flash drive, or you're streaming something on the internet? Or?
We mainly now stream
On the internet.
In the beginning, we had a normal SIM card with that router here.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty good system.
Yeah.
But actually, we are not using it anymore because since 2 years we have Starlink.
Oh, you have Starlink.
Yeah, so I bought Starlink, that RV version, and it works everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't matter where you are.
You would recommend it, huh?
Yeah.
I think.
If you turn around, you see the.
Yeah, that was when I said, just holy smokes, that looks like a jet. You know, all the switches.
Don't look at that hole.
What hole?
Yeah, there's a hole because I had something here, and I had to repair it and put it back on.
I see.
Didn't do yet.
I see.
And that's
Nobody looks at the hole. Here, nobody looks at this hole.
yeah. So you see, okay, actually nearly everything is written in German.
Yeah,
Everything
okay.
nearly. Because
A fridge.
because Kühlschrank was too long.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
So I have that system. I switch off the light and I see it better. That system is pretty good. That's Philippi. So you
yeah.
see the battery.
Mm-hmm.
Then you see all the tanks.
Yeah.
The solar. When I'm plugged in, it shows me, but I'm not plugged in right now. Normally I don't plug in.
So that's shore power.
Yeah, the shore power. And then I have the temperature coming from the engine, the temperature of my water heater
Yeah.
and the temperature of my heating system and the all-over temperature of my fresh water, because then I see if it will freeze.
I see. Ah, okay, okay. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then here, yeah,
And this is
24-volt system.
that's our switches. They are the breaker in one. So if something happens, this LED will show red, and it says the breaker is off.
Oh, so that's a fusing behind it.
Yeah, it's a fuse.
Ah, okay.
It's
okay.
a breaker switch.
I see. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I don't want to show you the inside. The inside is
A lot of
a
wires,
lot
huh?
of wires.
A lot of wires. Yeah, and then we have the back part of it. Yeah, you want to go ahead and
Yeah, it's a little bit, I must say, narrow, but we are only two.
yeah,
So we have the shower in here.
yeah. Oh, here's the yellow wall you was mentioning. That's a Alucobond or
That's also all debond.
debond you call
We
it.
say
Yeah.
debond.
And a fan.
Yeah, and that's pretty helpful because when you shower and you have the moisture in the shower, you switch on the fan and it just pulls out or sucks out the moisture.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it will not go into.
Yeah.
And then, if,
Doesn't go into the habitat, you
Yeah,
basically.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
and I can say goodbye.
Yeah.
Because now I'm closing.
Oh.
So
So you
now
gotta
the bathroom and the the sleeping compartment is closed,
Yeah. Okay.
and
I see. What is in there? The, is
you,
the-
you have to look by yourself. But it's not suitable for two.
oh, okay. So, I see. Let me have a look.
It's IKEA also.
It's IKEA also. Oh, that's big. The big washroom here. Normal set. I would say even bigger sized sink and a mirror
And a heater.
and a warm water heater here again. A towel heater and a toilet. And that toilet is a normal water flushing toilet.
Yeah, accelerator.
Oh yeah, so basically it smashes the number
Yeah,
two.
it grinds.
It grinds it.
They say accelerator, but it's a grinder.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about details there.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, no, it basically makes it to
To water.
yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, everything.
And this is what you mentioned, you know, these
three of those heat up the whole thing.
the whole thing, eh? Yeah, one is in the bathroom and one is here and the third one is right there, yes. Yeah, right in the entrance. Yeah, they run by hot water.
Yeah.
Which gets
Comes from the engine or from the little Eberspecher heater.
Eberspecher heater. Yeah, okay. And then here behind me is the sleeping area.
Yeah.
There's a bed, 2 meter in length, correct?
Yeah.
2 meter, and the width is 1 meter 40.
Yeah.
So this is a queen size bed. Nice skylight to see the stars at night, you know. And for this little room, the extra AC,
Yeah. So it runs with 24 volts.
24 volts.
And that's pretty good because then I don't have to use the inverter to change to 240.
And the condenser is on the roof.
Everything on the roof.
Everything is on the
It's a
roof.
split, yeah.
But I must admit, the shower is big. It's big. And you have only one drain there in the corner.
Actually, that part I was welding first because I was so excited to
Yeah.
start to build it. Yeah, and I missed to do a second one.
I see.
But during the years, I know how I have to park.
It drains. Yeah.
So we park in the way that it drains.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do you have any leveling equipment?
No, I was thinking about leveling equipment, but yeah, we didn't do it because it's for that size truck. It must be heavy. Okay,
Yeah.
I have the hydraulic pump and I have everything. It would have been easy,
Yeah.
but we never needed it. I never missed it.
I'm now standing back here in the kitchen, and this is the last little bit which we haven't covered yet, and that is
Storage.
storage.
That's storage.
Yeah.
Those are the things you need.
Yeah,
Paperwork, cables, stuff like this.
yeah,
And then we have all our clothing in little boxes so that they don't fall around.
yeah.
And this is all, storage.
With the boxes, this is convenient because you
Yeah.
can take the whole box out, you know.
Yeah, and I have drawers in here also
yeah, exactly.
and hangers. down there. So actually the hangers go all the way down because this is the second floor that's about 40 centimeters higher than the box. Yeah, because all the tanks are down there. And the hanger for the shirts and everything.
Yeah.
They go all the way down.
Oh, they go to the original floor.
To the original floor.
Ah.
Yeah, you have 2 steps here. You see, we are a little bit higher.
I see. So this is basically down there is the level from the original floor.
And then I have that second floor.
So
and under my floor are all the tanks.
There's a lot of technique down there.
All the technique is down there.
The technique basement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Peter. Yeah, that is a very, very nice living quarter. And he built it all himself. That is impressive. That is next level. Awesome. There is a stainless steel ladder to get better in and out of the bed. Very nice. Yeah, let's see the outdoor kitchen. Now, Peter, your outdoor kitchen, I'm curious to see it because it is not really planned for mine. I know where it belongs, where it will be, but not fully planned yet. So I'm always open for ideas.
It's not really a big kitchen. It's mainly, I say, a beefer that I built. So the thing is, I had to do it in the way that it really fits in. Because this beefer I already had before.
A beefer?
Yeah. I say it's a beefer.
Okay.
So it's if you come, it's a
a
little bit dirty.
Well, hey.
But it's because it has 2 800 degrees burners, and you put the meat there, and the heat comes from above.
I see. Ah, okay, yeah.
Burn it hard in a few seconds. So the moisture stays in the meat.
Yeah, yeah. So you know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's pretty nice.
Yeah. So that's basically your grill,
Yeah.
right?
That's a barbecue.
A barbecue, yeah.
And if we have some problems or we want to do cooking outside, we can do it also.
Yeah. And then you have 2 burner cooktop.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you set up a table outside somewhere.
Yeah.
Nice.
The motion.
I can imagine this is pretty effectful. This is pretty efficient, you know, to prepare your.
But you
meals.
still see it's a little dusty because I think on driving the Dempster Highway, it was so much dust
Yeah.
that I guess the dust came through the logs. I think the logs are not really tight. You see there's some dust here. Good.
Okay. Very good. Nice. This is an incredible rig, Peter. And you was saying that you have been in Africa and then Russia, you know, in North America.
Yeah.
It's almost around the world.
Yeah, we will see where we go on. We are not planning really much. We just drive.
Yeah. Yeah. How long are you on the road now?
Since 2019.
Oh, 5? Oh, no. 4 years now.
Yeah.
Wow. Full time living in.
We sometimes interrupt because we have to fly home. We have the parents still. So sometimes you have to go home.
Yeah.
And maybe rest a month and take care of stuff at home.
Yeah.
And then come back. So I had it already, I think 2 times or 3 times in storage.
Nice. Okay. Peter, thank you very
Thanks
much.
so much.
You know,
Mario,
that was incredible.
nice to
Thank
meet
you very much.
And have fun watching the video.